Science, and what we do is fun, hands-on science. That's all we do all the time. It's all about science. But before we get started, I have a question for you because you know my name. What's my name? Dr. J. Dr. J is my name. I'm sorry, but my hearing's bad. What's my name again? But I don't know your name. So what I need you to do on the count of 3, does everybody, who knows their first name? Anybody know their first name? Good, good, good. All right. On the count of 3, I want you to yell your name as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3! So I'm glad we all get to know each other. My name is Dr. J. I work with Big Thinker Science. And tell you what, before we get started, I have one other question for you. By show of hands, does anyone like science? Anyone like science? Yes? Yes? Okay, by show of 2 hands, does anyone love science? Anyone love science? Yes? All right, awesome. Good, good, good. That is great. And the reason why that's cool is because today we are going to do science. So it's not all about me doing it, you are too, so at times I'm going to need some volunteers to help out. Okay, good, good, good. All right, perfect. Now, with Big Thinker Science, I need you to know there's a couple rules that you need because you see all the stuff up here. I want to make sure that you get a chance to experiment with it, but you got to know the 3 rules. So the first rule is very simple, okay? So everyone hold the number 1 like this, number 1. And I want you to say 1! 1! Put your hands down. All right. First rule is I'm the Big Thinker Scientist. I'm the guy with the white coat on. Can you keep your eyes on me? Yeah. That's important because the first rule is to make sure that you follow all of the instructions and all the directions, okay? So follow the directions with me. The reason why is if you don't follow the directions, you may violate number 2. Hold up number 2 and say 2. Put your hands down. All right, so 2 is a safety rule. Now, when you work with science, you have to be safe. So I want you to go say safety. Safety is super important because I know you like science, and I know you like science, and I don't want you to get so excited where you're like, I love science! Because you may grab something you don't want, or you may grab something that no one wants for that matter, okay? So you want to be safe, 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 all right? And the third rule is the most important rule to me, all right? Because I'm a big thinker, and it's not small thinker, and it's not medium thinker, it's what thinker? Okay, so the third rule is to think big. And I want you to say it with me. 1, 2, 3, say think big! That's not bad. I want you to try it. 1, 2, 3! So think big. Think big is all about realizing that science is all around you. Science affects everything that you do, and today we're going to talk about some fun stuff. Now, before we get rolling, I want to ask you a question. So, has anyone, you want to see something really, really cool? Yeah! Doesn't sound like it. You want to see something really, really cool? Yeah! It's a cooler! Adults were like, it's not funny at all. Okay, all right, so inside my cooler, now I have something that's very, very cold. What do you think it is? Okay, I hear ice or water, ice cream or juice, sandwich. All right, tell you what, I like that by the way. Inside here is something that's so cold, I have to remember my second rule. Now, my second rule was start the letter S. Remember what it was? Safety. Okay, so when scientists are doing experiments, at times you have to be safe. So for this purpose, I want to be safe and I want to protect my hand. So what should I use? Gloves. Okay, all right, so I'm going to put this right here. So if I use gloves, if I have my gloves right here, now see, remember what you made. You made a guess, okay? Kind of like, it's an educated guess. There's a big science word for that when you use an educated guess. Starts with the letter H. Anyone know what it is? Hypothesis. What is it? Yeah, I heard it. Oh, yeah, you know that. Okay, good. Say hypothesis. Alright, so good. Alright, so a hypothesis is a guess. It's like an educated guess. So I'll reach inside here and I'll see if I have, oh yeah, oh boy. I don't know. Let's see. Are you ready? Yeah! I don't know. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay, I don't know. Let's see. That's what this is. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. What? Okay, scientists, what is this? What is it? Ice? Okay, so it's snow?
Liquid nitrogen.
Liquid nitrogen? Ice cube? Alright, I tell you what. If you made the guess that this is ice, you are correct. Give yourself a pat on the back. Nicely done. What about butts? Remember, it's science, so we have to explain it. This is a special type of ice, okay? Our experiments today will have to do with change, okay? When you start thinking about change, we'll be talking about phases. Have you ever heard of the word phase change?
No.
Alright, phase change is when you change things like from a solid to a liquid to a solid liquid gas. Now this stuff is really, really cold. It's called dry ice. Say dry ice. I heard some of you guys say it, so that's cool. So dry ice. Now, here's the question, scientists. Why do I have gloves on? Is it cold like regular ice? No? Oh, okay, all right. So it is so cold that I have to wear gloves on. Now, should you hold this? Now, let's talk about this. We'll talk about whether or not you should hold it. First off, let's talk about what is this? No, but what is it made of? Water? I'll tell you what. This is not water. Let me say it again. This is not water, okay? Regular ice is water. I'll give you an idea what this is. I want you to take a deep breath and go. And go. The stuff you breathe in is called oxygen. What's the stuff you breathe out called? Yeah. Can you say carbon dioxide? Okay, this is frozen carbon dioxide, and it's very, very cold. So cold that it's a solid. Now, I'll prove to you how cold it is. By the way, I'll do a quick experiment with you, by the way. I need a volunteer to help me out. First thing I saw in green. You want to help me out? Come on down. And my volunteer right here, let's give her a hand. What's your name? Gianti, is that right? We're very good. Fifth grade, let's give her a big hand. So, I want to stand right here. And so for my experiment today, I'm going to use something. I'm going to use, I have a quarter here, okay? So, does anyone know what president is on the quarter? Just yell it out. Abraham Lincoln, close. Yeah, right. George what? George Washington. So George Bush. No, George Washington. Okay, good. George Washington. All right, Gianti's gonna help me out. I want you to hold one there, all right? And so, here's our experiment. I have George, okay? And I told George, I was like, George, I'm gonna go to West Newton today. I'm gonna do a science experiment with dry ice, and I'm gonna put you on the dry ice, George. And George was like, no, don't do it. And the reason why is I can make George scream. You wanna hear George scream? Yeah! I'll see if this works. Okay, so in order to do that, I'm going to put some gloves on, and I need you to listen closely. So, Gianti, stay right there with me, okay? All right, so I have George ready, and so George's like, no, please. All right, hold on. Let's see, one. Let's see. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Did you hear that? It's really cold. Gianti, you want to hold that there, warm it up? Okay, all right, let's try this one. All right, let's see if you can hold it. I'll go this side. So 1, 2, ready? Listen closely. Once you're ready, go.
Yes.
All right, it is so cold. I want you to warm up your hands, Gianti. I want you to, okay, warm that one up too. Okay, it's so cold that not only can I make George scream, what if I told you to go outside this morning with no coat on? What would your body start to do? You think that I can make George shiver?
No!
Who says yes? Who says no? Who says, I don't know? Okay, that's not scientific at all. All right, so I'll tell you what. Let's take that and warm up. Thank you very much. All right, so you ready? Let's see if this works. So 1. If this doesn't work, who are we going to blame? No, just joking. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if I can make George, who he doesn't like me. Don't do it to me. No. Okay, 1, 2, ready, go. Ah, no, it hurt so bad. It's not like regular ice. Now, I'll give you a little bit of a science lesson real quick, all right? If I take this dry ice and I sit it right here on my table, can everyone see that right there? If I sit it there and I go, all right, see you guys later, I'm gonna go play, and I come back, this will never, ever, ever turn into a puddle. It doesn't turn into a liquid, okay? It goes directly, do you see anything coming off of that? Do you see it on the table? It looks like smoke. Smoke comes from like fire though, so that's not smoke. What is it? You're back. It starts with a what? Yeah, gas, good, all right? So gas is what this stuff is. So this gas, this is what's cool about this, it goes directly from a solid to a gas, all right? If I leave it here, it will never turn into liquid. But to prove it to you, I think we should do another experiment. You want to see another experiment? Yeah! I need a guy this time. I need a girl that. Oh, in the back, you have a white shirt on. You want to come help me out? Very nice. How are you, sir? Come on down. And what's your name? Say again? Leon, what grade are you in? All right, everyone. This is Leon. He's in 4th grade. Give Leon a big hand. All right, so Leon's gonna help me out for my first experiment and second experiment. Now, Leon, I need to protect Leon's eyes. So what should I do? Okay, all right, put some glasses on. All right, that's good. All right, Leon, I need to put those on, my friend. All right, and I need to protect Leon's hands. What should I do? Gloves, okay, Max. Gloves, okay. I'll tell you what, Leon, I'm going to give you the gloves later because what I'm going to do is a cool experiment, but I'm going to start using the things on my table. Does anyone know, what is this called?
A beaker.
Ooh, I heard beaker. What is it made out of? Glass, okay? It's not a beaker, but that's very close. Beakers have the straight side. This one starts with the F. And I want you to get this word, F-L-A, glass. Have you heard of glass?
Yeah.
Right, so this is glass, okay? So it's glass, and we're going to do. So if it's glass, Leon has to be very careful with it, okay? All right, so we're going to practice something, Leon. I want you to be able to hold it. I want you to hold it with one hand on the neck, right there, and then one hand on the bottom, all right? And I want you to turn like that. So can everybody see Leon?
Yeah.
So this experiment is going to explode in his hands. You ready to see it? No? Yeah? It's not going to hurt. Okay, all right, so I'll tell you what. So Leon, what I'm going to do is I'll try a different experiment. I'm going to use actual water. So I'll take some like this and I'll put a little bit of water in here like so. All right, now I am going to take dry ice and put it in water, and I want you to make an observation for me. Scientists, when they do an experiment, when they're watching it, there's this word for it called observation. Can you say observation? All right, so an observation is when you are watching. What do you use to watch? You know? You can use your eyes, you can use your ears, you can use all kinds of things. All right, so here's our experiment. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take dry ice, put it in the water, and hand it to Leah. All right? So make a hypothesis. What do you think's going to happen? Everyone thinks that explode. Okay, all right. Remember that, and let's try it out. So Leah, I want you to hold this, all right? And here we go. Are you ready? Here we are. Oh, here we go. I'll look inside. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Let's try again. 1, 2, ready, go. Wait, what's wrong? It's too big. What should I do with it? Break it? Like breaking my teeth? What? Okay, all right. So, because the reason why I don't want Because if you notice, this stuff is so cold. If I said, I don't care what you say, I'll do what I want to, I go, What do you think would happen to my hand? It would stick. The reason why this is very, very cold. This is the safety part. This is so cold it will freeze your hand. Does anyone know how cold regular ice is? Just give me a number. Really, really cold. You're very close. So regular, okay, we'll use Fahrenheit. So 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's just go Fahrenheit to state. So 32 degrees Fahrenheit, okay? So 32. This is colder than 32. Like 32 degrees is how cold it was this morning. So colder than 32. What number? Negative 20. Colder than negative 20. Negative what? You're a little bit far. This is negative 109 degrees, okay? Negative 109 degrees, which means it's like 150 degrees colder than the stuff that you put like in your drinks, all right? So Leon can't touch this with his hand, neither will I. So I should not break this with my hand. So just so happens, Leon, I brought something that I can break it with. What do you think about this right here? There it goes. All right. So I'm going to break it with Leon, all right? You ready? Look at Leon's face. No, I'm stoked. All right, so Leon, tell you what, in advance, I took this and I took it in my pool and I broke it up into a bunch of different pieces and I'm going to use some that's already broken, all right? So here's our practice. I want you to stand right in the middle, all right? Stand right in the middle there. Face the crowd. Face the crowd, all right? I'm going to take this, pour some dry ice in there. I'm going to hand it to you. You hold it on the bottom and on the neck. Okay, very easy. Make sense? Yes? All right, so try it again. One more practice. Ready? Scoop, dry ice, hand it to you. Neck, bottom. You watch. You ready? Does everybody understand it? Yeah. Okay, we're just practicing. It's always good to practice. Okay? All right, so here we are. Let's see if this works. All right. Now, should I use my bare hand again, scientists? All right, now. So by the way, I'm using my little cup. Okay, I'm not using my bare hand. All right, Leon, don't make me look bad. Are you watching? He's not even looking. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. I hope this works. Okay. All right, Leon, hand it there. All right, good, good. Okay. All right, now, if you notice, what do you observe? What do you see happening? Yeah, this gas. What color is the gas? White gas. You know, the interesting thing is, this white gas is the same stuff that you breathe out, okay? What's that word? Carbon dioxide. Okay, good. Carbon dioxide. So, let's ask Leon. Leon, does this hurt? Not at all, okay? It doesn't hurt. It's just like someone breathing on you. Unless it's in the morning. Sometimes that hurts. But no. All right, I want you to take this, and if I have this, what do you say I put it on Leon's head? You want to see that? All right, okay, so Leon, I go like this, and 1. Are you ready? 1, 2, let's see it go. 1, you ready to go? That's not bad, right? That's not bad. Give Leon a big hand for being brave. So Leon showed you a quick experiment that, thank you. Showed you a quick experiment that lets you see how this turns from a solid directly to a gas. Can you see on the bottom there? Do you see it sitting on the bottom? For those of you that are paying attention, does ice normally sink or float? Flow! Yeah, normally float. So this stuff doesn't float. What does that tell you about it? Well, yeah, it's a gas. That's a good point. Yeah, there we go. It's heavier. It's heavier than regular ice, okay? So let's do another experiment. You want to do another experiment with it? Yeah? So, I need a girl who's going to help me out. Kindle, nice to meet you, Kindle. And we're ready. All right, everyone. I had to get a kindergarten. Come on down. Come on down. And by the way, everyone, this is Kindle. Give Kindle a big hand. So, Kindle's going to help us with my next experiment, all right? And so, Kindle, are you ready for this one? So, in this experiment, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the gas, and we're going to try to trap the gas. And so, I'm going to use some more water here. And Kendall, your job is to use a balloon. Has anyone ever seen a balloon before? Yeah. All right. So this is our goal. This white gas that comes off, what we're going to do, Kendall, I want you to take one. Can you blow a balloon up? Probably not. It's all right. And I'll blow one up. Okay, so you ready, Kendall? There we are. Stretch it like this. Okay, one more time. All right, ready? So, okay, Kendall, we're going to blow up. I think I'm good at this. 1, 2, ready, go! Hold on. Hold on, I can do it. 1, 2, ready, go!
You punching the air out.
Alright, something must be wrong with these balloons. I tell you what, instead of us using our lungs, Kendall, what we'll do is we'll use some dry ice and we'll fill it with carbon dioxide. You want to see that? Yeah! Kendall, I'll take yours. Alright, don't put it here. Alright, so let's see if this works. I don't know, I've never tried this in a big group, so we'll hope this works, okay? Am I using my bare hand? Alright, okay, I'm using my bare hand. So alright, Kendall, let's put a little bit of this in. So let's see. Put up. Oh boy, okay, alright. And so Kendall, I'm gonna hold it like this, put it right there, and then what we'll do is we'll take the same balloon and we'll put it on top of it. 1, 2, ready, let's see how this goes. Alright, oh well, look at that, it's working, okay. Alright. So I'm gonna move. Before we do this, tell you what I'll do. I'll take. I need 2 people. I need. Very nice. Good. Yes. Corey. Hey, Corey. Courtney or Corey? Corey. Hey, Corey, what grade are you in? By the way, this is Corey. She's in 1st grade. Give her a big hand. Johnny, whatever you got. Right. Second. Okay, everyone. This is Johnny. He's in 2nd grade. Give Johnny a big hand. All right, Corey, Johnny. Here we are. Here's our question, all right, for you. All right, I have this question, pretty basic now. I had to ask you guys first. Has anyone ever had any soda before? Not the best thing in the world to drink, but okay. Imagine you had an entire can of soda, something like that. All right. What do you think would happen if you took the can, opened it up, and you just drunk the whole thing at one time? Gulp, 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 and you're done. What's gonna happen? You're gonna what? Burp. Okay. Does anyone know how to burp? Show me. Show me. About a burp, and the reason why I bring up soda is, remember, dry ice is made out of this stuff called carbon dioxide. If you happen to take a look, if you ever happen to see soda, if you look at one of the number 1 or 2 ingredients, it's going to say carbonated water, which means it's water that has that white gas in it, okay? So when you drink soda, you go, you're putting a whole lot of gas inside of you. And when you close your mouth, it all builds up, builds up, builds up, and then what happens? Okay? So, Corey and Johnny, they don't know this, but the next experiment is called the Big Thinkers Burp, okay? And their job is to taste the burp, okay? I'm going to show you how it works. I want you to take one step forward, one there, and one there. Let's go, okay? I'm going to use some more scientific equipment back there. I need you to make an observation, all right? For example, I used this one earlier, and now I'm going to use this one. Does anyone notice any difference between these two? Yeah. What? Yep, that one's smaller, that one's bigger. What else? Yeah, what's different? There's an arm there, and the other one does not have an arm. Okay, by the way, this is called an Erlenmeyer-Flass scientist, and this little side arm means that there's 2 openings, okay? So you've already seen what happens when dry ice and water meet each other. This gas comes out, okay? I'm going to do that exact same experiment, but here's where it gets different, my friends. I have 2 openings there. I am going to put the ice, put the water, gas comes out. I'm going to cover one side like this. All the gas is going to shoot out the side arm. Your job is to go, ah! And then we shoot him in the face. You want to see that? Alright, okay. Here's the question. This is important. Who's going first? Me! Here we are. Like so. Alright, now you remember, not using my bare hand, I'm going to use a little cup inside there. Alright, that has some dry ice. We'll put some dry ice inside. What should happen, by the way? Gas come out. Good, good, good. So I have a little bit of gas come out like so. Alright. Alright, be careful. Alright. Here we are. And so, Johnny's going first. I'll show you how it works. Like so, right, Johnny? So I go like this, and I go 1, 2, 3. I put this out like that, and watch. Come on, you ready to go? All right. You ready, Johnny? Okay, what you make it? 1, 2, ready to go? What's it taste like, Johnny? Next. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. You're done. Alright, good job. Let's do this. Wait, let's give my 2 friends a big hand right now. Wait. I'm going to do one more experiment. Hold on. Stay with me. Alright, so here's the interesting thing. This stuff is pretty cool. What makes it cool in my head, though, is what makes it really a burp is when you drink. Think about it. When you drink soda, you go. You drink it, and then when you're done, you close your mouth. Alright, so you don't like drink it and you go, Right, so what would happen How about this? What would happen if Corey and Johnny closed up one side and the top at the same time? What would happen to it?
It won't come out.
It won't come out? It'll what? It'll explode? Should we try it? What do you think? Yeah, all right. It's this stuff. All right. All right. So let's try this out. Put a little bit of water in there. All right. I don't know if this is going to work, but we're going to try it. All right. We're going to cover up both sides. Okay. All right. So you ready? We're going to try both sides. All right. You ready? Okay, so I want you to, I'll tell you what we'll do. Instead of us using our hand, I'm going to use this little black thing. It's called a rubber stopper. It's a top. I'm going to put a top on it real nice, okay? And when I put the top on it, Corey, I want to use your thumb, okay? All right? Like this. Put your thumb like so. And I want you to put your thumb right on it. All right, let's see if this works. Put your thumb right on it. Johnny, I want you to watch, because you're going to do this next. So 1. I don't know if it's going to work. 2. We're just using this to shoot in the face. It's like, okay, all right, time. Ready? 1, 2, ready. Put your thumb on it. Closer. You're not looking. Closer. Let's go. All right, Johnny. Right, ready to go. Johnny. 1, 2, ready. Go like this. Let's try one more. All right, you ready? Well, the big finger burp. Right here. All right, you ready? Corey's gonna try it. Put thumb up like this. All right. You gotta put like so. 1, 2. Alright, good. Alright, I'll tell you what. I want to do another experiment with you. Alright, I'm going to do another experiment with you, but this experiment is interesting. The reason why I like this one, I think I need volunteers. Second grade? Alright. By the way, everyone! This is Kara! She's in second grade! Give Kara a big hand! Alright, Kara, are you ready? So Kara, for this experiment, has anyone ever taken a bath? A little slow in the hands, y'all. Okay, so. Alright, this one, you put your hands down. It's called the Big Thinkers Bubble Bath, okay? Alright, so the Big Thinkers Bubble Bath, Kara's going to show us how it works. Now, if anyone's ever taken a bubble bath before, what do you need to take a bubble bath? Bubbles and water. Bubbles and water. Alright, that works. Alright, so I just so happen I have some And so I'm going to use some water, and I'm going to use some warm water for the bubble bath. And in the bubble bath, I need water and soap to make bubbles, okay? Let's test this out and see if you are telling me what I think you are. All right, Kara, you ready? So your job is to hold this thing here again, called a what? Yeah, good, flash, okay? So I'm going to put this, and so... So, here we're going to hold that. Now we get a little bit more. Alright. Now, Kara's going to help me with the bubble bath. Now, I have water in there. I need something else. What'd you say? I just so happened, I brought some soap here. Okay, so I have my little soap in here. It's clear soap. Alright, so, Kara, so I'm going to put water, soap together, bubble bath. You ready? I don't know. Are you ready? Yeah! You ready? And all right. That enough soap? No! Okay, all right. All right. Is that enough soap? No! How much soap do you need? All right, water? All right, there you go. All right, so that's good enough. All right, so are you ready? Okay. 1, 2, ready, go. Bubbles!
Bubbles!
All right, ready? Bubbles! Do you see any bubbles? I got some. Ready? Bubbles! Okay, that didn't work.
We need more soap.
We need more soap. What else can we put in there? What else? Wait a minute here. They said put dry ice in there. You want to put dry ice in there? They say we should put dry ice in it, then maybe we should do it. All right, so I want you to do this. I want you to take a step right in front. All right, what we'll do is we'll put dry ice inside of this, and let's see if we can't make any bubbles. I don't know if this will work, but dry ice, warm water. Here we go. Take a little bit of this like this. Once you're ready to go, put this in like so, and oh boy, what is that? Like so. Now, I think it's only right with the bubbles. Here, you grab some of them, throw it over this. I want you to put your hand out like so. And we'll put some in your hand like so. Alright. And then you look at it, she has bubbles. Now, if I go like this, what color are the bubbles? Are they? Like that? The bubbles are white, and if I break the bubbles in my hand like this, you see the gas comes right out of them, okay? And so I'm going to put some more in your hand. I think it's, your hand is cold. I'm going to try another one. Now, the interesting thing is, with the bubble bath, I think it's only right if we take some bubbles and put it on top of her head. You want to see that? Give Gary a big hand for letting me. Alright, now wait. Now I have a question. Okay, now I'd say this now. The interesting thing about the bubble bath, I like that experiment, but I tell you what, I don't really take take baths, I take showers more than I take baths. Anyone take showers? All right, so for this experiment, I'd like to show you the bubble shower. You want to see the bubble shower? I need a volunteer. And I need all right, this experiment, hold on 1 second. This one's a little bit crazy, so I want you to scoot back a little bit. Scoot back a little bit. Scoot back. And I have to introduce 2 new people with you. Ladies first, what's your name? Jaden. And where are you in Jaden? All right, everyone, this is Jaden. She's in 2nd grade. Give Jaden a good hand. And Zachary. And Zachary, where are you in? This is Zachary. Zachary's in 5th grade. Give him a big hand. All right, so Zachary, Jaden, you guys got to work on this, okay? All right. I can't do this experiment by myself. So I will show you the bubble shower. It has a couple pieces to it. By the way, you need the same things to do a bubble bath as you do a bubble shower. So what do you need for a bubble bath? Water and soap. All right, so let me show you. So I have this here, and okay, all right, you hold that. Looks like rainbow. All right, and I have this. This is the nozzle. All right, Jaden, you hold that. All right, and what I'm going to do is put the water and the soap in, and if everything works correctly, we should make bubbles that have a white, cool white gas in it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to grab some bubble solution, put it in a little cup like so. All right, and I'm going to hold that. Sorry. Here we are. You ready? Zachary, can you bring yours to me, do you mind? All right, and so this side. Zachary's going to come on my side. Thank you very much. All right, and so what we'll do is we'll take this, pour in warm water, like so, a little bit of water. You guys see that? And then which one put in next? Ice. Not so close. Dry ice. Okay, good. Dry ice. So I'll take some dry ice. Put the dry ice inside of it. Here we are. 1, 2, 3. Come on, like so. Are you ready to go? All right. Zachary, you ready? I'm going to hand it to you. All right. And it goes. All right. So I have this, and it's going all over like so. Now I want you to hold it like that. And so, Jaden, what I want you to try to do is bring that over, and I want you to put this on top like so. 1, 2, ready? And like that. All right. All right. So now, go ahead and give me. There you go. All right. Wash behind your ears. Wash your arms. There you go. Wash. There you go. Good. Now wait a minute. We have water, but we don't have something. What are we missing? Soap, right? What are we missing? I'm sorry. What's that? Say it again. Soap, right? So I need soap. And so I'm going to put some soap in here like so. So let's see. I got soap like so. There you go. And I put a little bit of soap. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3. I go like this. And so Jaden and Zachary, what I want you to try to do, I want you to see if you can catch the bubbles. People in the front, you got to make sure you don't come crashing in, all right? So I'm going to ask you to stand there and face the front so I can show them to them. All right, so you're ready? I want you ready. And let's see what happens. And if you look at that, let me give you one, Zachary. You like going there. Okay, so, see? And all right, Zachary, grab one. All right. Now I think, you know, I have this thing, so I think it's only right that we put it on their head. You want to see that? All right, so I'll try something like so. Ready? One on the top of your head. Almost. Oh, yeah. All right. I tell you what. I want to show you something pretty neat, actually. I tell you what. I want to try something. Zachary and Jaden, there are some gloves over there. You mind putting a pair of gloves on? What I think we can do is if we have these cloth gloves, if we drop the bubble in the cloth glove, what do you think is going to happen?
Stay there.
It's going to stay there. It's going to break. What do you think? Stay there. All right. So let's try it out. I'll take a little bit of dry ice over here. You have gloves on. And if this works correctly, it makes up the cool pattern. All right. So let's see. Put a little bit in there like so. All right. I can see both. All right. So you're ready? Where's my silk? Here we are. I go like so. go. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
More. A lot.
I'll tell you what, I made a mistake. I'm going to pour this out and we're going to try something a little different. When we put the dry ice in, the water gets really, really cold really, really fast. And what I'm going to do is change my water up real fast, okay? Okay, so here we are. I want you ready to go. Warm water. What goes next, scientists?
Dry ice.
Dry ice. Dry ice. Dry ice goes in next. All right, dry ice goes in next. All right, so let's try it again. Sorry about that. Whoop. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's see what happens. Okay, so a little bit of this in here. And it's coming out too hard, but it'll work. There we go. Let's see. Let's see a really small one. Let's see if we can't get a real big one. Okay, so let's get a big one. Let's see. You can actually try to grab one and try to bounce it in your hand. Try to grab one and bounce it. All right, let's try to get it. There you go, you bounced it. There you go. By the way, just a note, this can happen with just regular bubbles. It doesn't have to have carbon dioxide. So if you have any of those gloves like that and you have any bubble solution, you can make bubbles bounce using that, all right? That's pretty cool. Let's give the bubbles a big hand. Lay out. All right. You want to do another experiment? Yeah. What's your name? Oh, yeah. What's your name? Button. Wait a minute, Miss Button? Miss Button, I would like for you to pick one volunteer for me.
I want this little girl over here in the gray hoodie with her hands up.
I like that. Thank you, Miss Button.
She's been sitting there crisscross applesauce the whole time.
Thank you, Miss Button. What's your name? Brianna. Nice to meet you, Brianna. All right, by the way, you said Brianna? Brianna, what grade are you at? 4th grade. All right. By the way, everyone, this is Brianna. She's in 4th grade. Give her a big hand. All right. So, this experiment, and you can thank Miss Button for this one. If this works correctly, we are going to make her disappear. Are you ready? Friday. Okay, so for this experiment, we are going to use a lot of dry ice and a lot of water. And I'm going to, because we've done an experiment using, glassware like this, I'm going to do something a little bit larger. So what do you think we do use this right here, yeah? All right, now, so for this experiment, remember, safety is one of our rules. So if I want to protect her eyes, what should I give her? Alright, good. And if I want to protect her hands, what should I give her? Gloves. Alright, and what are the gloves there? Alright, so, does Brianna look safe to you? No. Who says yes? Who says no? Who says I don't? Okay, alright, so, Brianna, here we are. Here's your job. I'm going to take this. By the way, scientists, this is a large 5-gallon bottle, okay? And I filled it. What's in the bottom down there? Alright, by the way, it's so cold, the dry ice is turning the outer air, it's kind of condensing it, and this stuff right here, this is not dry ice. So what do you think that is? Snow. Yeah, it looks like, snow. Basically, it looks like snow. Really, it's like that. So that's basically just the water vapor that's actually starting to change. So, what I'm going to do is take all this dry ice, put a ton of water in it. We're going to shake it up and hand it to Brianna. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, all right, so let's see. All right. I hope this works. All right, Brianna, are you ready? Okay. All right. So, in order to get all of it in there, I'm going to use this thing. Scientists, you know what this is called? What is it called? Yes, it's a funnel. Say funnel. All right, here's the practice. Are you ready? So I'm going to take it. Water, dry ice. When I get done, I hand it to you. You ready to grab it like so? I put your hand on the bottom. Good job, and your job is to hold it. Okay, everybody ready? Nobody's going to go running? Here we are. Okay, let's try that. There we go. I'm going to pour it right here in front of you guys. So you go to the front, and then scoot back just a little bit, all right? Oh, you're going to disappear already. All right. Here we go. Okay, you ready? There we go. 1, 2, ready to go? Looks like it's coming out already. So I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yes.
Can you come up the stage? Let's give this button a big hand! This button is in the grade. By the way, everyone give this button a big hand! Alright, we're going to do one last experiment because I have the dry ice left over. And I saved it for you, Miss Button. What we're going to do is we are going to take all the dry ice I have left, put it inside this bucket. It's going to have this huge effect, and we're going to pour it on Miss Button's head. You want to see that? All right, so, are you ready? All right, here we are. We'll take everything in the button. 1, 2, 3. Put it all in here like so. And then go. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Give this button a big hand, right? We'll do one last experiment with you, okay? And then we'll do this. So I want you to take your hands like this. And I want you to put your hands like this. I want you to... What do you feel? Okay, warmer again. Warmer. Go like this one time like that. Keep rubbing. And go this one time again. And keep rubbing. Like this again. And again. And again. More. Oh! Thank you so much. Oh, wait, that's after me. Do this. Give yourselves a big hand, will ya? I hope. Two things. I hope you realize that science can be lots of fun. Did you have fun today? I want to give you something before I go. have a really cool science experiment on the back of this card called Dancing Raisins, and so I'll give them to your teachers if you guys will pass them out for them. So everybody can have a science experiment, and I thank you guys very much. Again, give yourself a big round of applause. You rock.